Rise, please welcome to the stage, intro, IML.
Say thank you, Chris. Thank you, ISIS, for accepting me in your company when we met. When I met Chris, I met him kind of just like this. It's a reason I dress like this today, because I know it's a lot of people who contact me with the same type of background as me. I remember I used to be a guy in the back of these type of events, not even allowed in the front. So Chris, salute to you. Isis, salute to you. Love you, definitely. Gerard, thanks for everything you do, for putting this company together and allowing every type of person to win in this industry. Every single type of person to win in this industry, no matter what your background is, no matter where you're from, you accepted us all with open arms, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank Alex, David and Manite, the Stotts for even putting this event together. I want to thank Lawrence for always being a big brother to me, Dr. China, Dr. Jewel for being big sisters to me. A lot of family in this company, guys. And I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the leadership we have, guys. Like, our leadership pulls you up. When you're down, they pull you up. I've been down. Like Spiller said, I've been down to the point where I was like, I don't know if I want to be here no more. And that's success. That's success driving you crazy. The fact that you know you put in all the work. The fact you know you did all the right things. The fact that you know you did all the things successful people are doing, and you're looking at your results like, why is it not working for me? I have a fiance, and she told me one time I just sat at the end of the bed, I was looking at my daughter, and I was like, you know what, I don't understand why this is happening to me. I'm not new to the industry. I've been in the industry 6 years now. I've built teams, 5,000, 10,000 members, it crashed. 5,000, 10,000 members again, it crashed. Hit 6 figures, it crashed. So at the point where I met Chris, I was pretty much done with this industry. I was done with it. I started learning about trading. I even started my own Forex company. I tried that out, and guess what happened? It crashed. And I started to realize us millennials, I'm only 26, yeah, I just turned 27. Us millennials, when we got introduced to network marketing, it was our way out. It was our way out. So when I see people like Emery get up here yesterday, that's what I really do this for, honestly, because we went through a lot to even be still standing in these companies. When I see Austin Gossi being himself, still crushing it, don't let a Chairman 100 outwork you. Don't let him. When I see him putting in all that work, I just remember when I met him, when he was broke as a joke, when he really was homeless. And it just makes me think of like what Chris really put together. You guys don't understand. What he put together is changing the whole game. It's not only super professional networkers like David and Manite, Alex, these guys are great. These are my mentors. I've never had a mentor in the industry. I had people that I said, okay, I never had an upline, period. So I had to go out there and stop hanging around my friends that were broke as a joke, living on my couch, didn't want more. Those were my mentors at first. That led me down a path of felonies, 2 felonies. So about the time I found the industry, I had 2 felonies doing the same thing that I was doing to get those felonies. I had a daughter. That's what completely changed my life. My daughter was born. I said, you know what? I have to change it up. I'm 22 years old. I've been doing this since I was 15, 14 years old. I have to change it up for my daughter. So when Spiller was talking about his sons, his daughters, that really hit right here. Because that's what I did this for. I didn't do this really to, I need some money. That wasn't what I said. I need a new way to make money. So I can last. So I can look at my daughter and know that she's not going to go down the same route I did. She's not going to date the same type of people Dr. Jewel said she was dating. That was me. I really lived that. So when they say tell your story, I said this is really like a movie at this point. It's really like a movie at this point, guys. The day before I graduated, I'm just being 100% transparent with you guys. I graduated high school. The day before I walked the stage, I got shot. I got hit in the spine. I couldn't even walk again. I couldn't even walk. and the doctor told me you will never walk again. You know what? One thing I realized about the human body, or just the human mind, is very, very powerful. And you can be anything and do anything that you think about. I shouldn't be here on top of no stage. I don't even like talking like that. I like working. I don't even like talking. You can ask anybody. You can ask Chris. You know me 2-3 years now. I really don't talk. I just work. But I know when I talk now, there's people who came to me and say, your story is just like mine. You made me believe in this, man. You made me believe in this industry. You made me believe that I am the definition of network marketing works if you work it. I'm the definition of that. I failed, got up, failed, got up, failed, got up. And the only thing I ever did was watch what the successful people do. I knew as long as I don't quit or if I don't die, as long as I'm doing what successful people are doing, chances are, because money has rules, I learned that, chances are a big chance that you're gonna get what you want. Long as you're doing, Chris, so many times I called Chris, you know, when I had a setback, like, Chris, I'm not giving up. I know it's looking crazy right now. I know my business I'm not doing what it needs to do right now. Just know I'm putting in the work though. I'm putting in the foundation. The volume just gotta catch up. Yeah. See, a lot of y'all skipping the process. Y'all just looking at profits, man. Y'all putting in that work, y'all putting in that work, y'all putting in that work, y'all putting in that work. You hit a little wall, you give up. Austin, how many walls we done hit, bro? Endless. We got scars, man. All that stuff we wear is just the scars to tell people our work was a little different. So yeah, I dressed up today to go to war. I dressed up, and where I'm from, when we went to war, we wore some jewelry and some Giuseppe's and stuff like that too, when we went to war. But it's just to open up the eyes of people who think this is corny. Where I'm from, this type of stuff, if you would have talked to me 4 years ago, told me come to an event like this, hear something like this, I'd have said, no, bro. That's corny. Get out my house. That's what I would have said. But it was this guy right here, and I bring him everywhere where I go. We just left Africa. I just got a passport. As soon as I got a passport, told one of the leaders on our team, first thing we doing, we coming to Tanzania, we gonna work and launch that thing. I brought 2 of my friends with me. 2 of my friends with me, we stayed there for a whole month. And this guy right here walked into, and I know a lot of people, y'all love this from Houston, he walked into my trap house, right? He walked into my trap house and he gave me a book. I haven't had read a book at that moment since high school, maybe middle school. Because I only graduated high school because I'm good at copying and pasting. That's the only reason I graduated high school. I went to college just for the refund checks and the women. Just being honest with y'all. Then we flipped the refund checks and went back home. I was just telling y'all the truth. This man walked into my house. He said, I just had a meeting with a millionaire today. It was about 2-3 hours. When he left, he gave me a book. He said, I don't know why, Garrett, but I think you should have this book. I said, bro, I don't want no book. Why are you here? You want to spend some money? See, the new me, I'm friendly now. The old me, unless we would commit crimes together, we couldn't speak. Just period. This guy walked into my house and said, you know what? I just met with a millionaire. This book that he gave me, I think is for you. And guess what that book was called? Think and Grow Rich. And this is before I ever heard some MLM story say the same thing. This is way before. And that just tells me success leaves clues, for one. And 2, if you do what the successful people are doing, chances are you can be a success story. So when I read that book, I stopped listening to music. I stopped smoking. I was just reading books. Everything I read, I was rewriting in the notebook. I was going on YouTube University, learning how to flip real estate, learning how to clean up your credit, learning about network marketing, The same day I got introduced to network marketing, I learned about trading. I was that hungry to get out that trap. I told all my friends, hey, I found a way to make 6 figures legally. I found a way we can live, dress how we dress, and ride and how we ride, and talking how we talking legally. I didn't get in this to change for real. I got into it to change my lifestyle of how I was providing for my daughter. So when I seen where my boy at, Chad Thompson, he was the first guy. Yeah, salute to Chad. Because if it wasn't for Chad, I would have still said, nah, that's corny, bro. But when I seen Chad talking about this industry, about this profession, I said, whoa, they riding like I want to ride. They talking like I want to talk. I said, oh, he got ice on. I said, okay. That looked like it beat when you put the tester on it. I said, okay. I said, okay. Yeah. I was like, what? Okay. I said, I'm in. If this guy who looks like me, walks like me, talk like me, is telling me he's making 6 figures, I'm not a guy that needed convincing. Soon as I seen that, I said, I'm in. And I text every single number in my phone, said, in the next year, I'm gonna make 6 figures with or without you. Guess what? In 5 years, I probably built organizations all together, probably 200,000 plus. I've had 2 people I know sign up. All the rest of my friends are locked up, dead, and trying to be rappers still. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I love them to death. But when they see me now, they say, wow, that stuff really worked for him. That corny stuff he was doing when he was skipping going out with us really worked. And the thing about success, a lot will get in your way. A lot of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. They say you're not a boss till you take losses. You're not a real networker till you do it twice. Guys, I've been up and down. I told you guys, I've hit 6 figures multiple times, lost it, and that's, let me say, income claim. You know, like, results not typical. I work my butt off every day. To the point, I risk time with my family. So a year and a half ago, my mom caught cancer. Like level 3, stage 3 cancer. And I really wanted to quit. I wanted to quit working because I felt like I already gave away 4 years, 5 years chasing this dream. And now my mom is passing away. And it got to the point with like, do you quit? Do you take, do you spend time with your mom, your family now, or do you get back to work? So when I got back from Africa, just like 4 or 5 days ago, the first thing that happened when I got back from Africa, my mom got in a car accident. And so I just got off the plane, made it home, was walking through the house, put my bags down, I get a call, your mom, she just ran into a wall. So I rushed over there, I take her to the hospital, and I said, Mom, I gotta go though. I gotta go to Vegas. And she's probably mad at me right now. But I told her that when I was down, when I was hurt, when I was broke, it was nothing I could do for you. So we had a lot of pain. My daughter, I would look at her like, shh, there's nothing I can do for you right now. And I told her, like, look, Mom, I know it's messed up that I'm leaving you. I know it's messed up that I'm going to Vegas. I know I ain't spent a lot of time with you lately. Had to tell my daughter the same thing. Like, you know what I'm going to do, right? Like, you know I'm going to work. And I had to tell my mom, like, I can't stop for you. I can't stop. Because the last time I stopped to make sure just things were okay, we almost died as a family. So I can't stop. So yes, I'm sorry that you got in the accident. I'll be back on Monday. We'll handle whatever. But I want you guys to just put that in your head. Don't let nothing stop you when you're on this journey. You're gonna have setbacks. You're gonna have things pop up with your family. You're gonna have bills pop up. You're gonna have all type of stuff pop up. But as long as you don't quit or die before you hit your goal, you can accomplish it. I really live by that. Yeah, I really live by that. as you're doing the right things and you stay focused, you stay consistent, and no matter what anybody's saying, guys, like Chris, in the beginning when I met Chris, I didn't know what this company would be. There was 0 chairmen, 0 success stories from the product. And, you know, when I met Chris, he was just like, you know what, I really want to tap into the younger culture. It was 2 things he said that caught my attention. He said, I want to tap into the younger culture to teach y'all how to really create wealth. I've never heard no one speak like that. Like I said, I was already in the trading industry 3-4 years before I met Chris. So when I met Chris, he said certain things that I've never heard anybody say before. I want to teach you young guys how to create real wealth. Compound your money over time, create real wealth. Pass down this skill generations. When I walk in a room and I share IML, I do not say, hello everybody, I'm Chairman 100. I say, let me educate you on why you're 17 years, 20 years late already on trading.
Right.
Let me educate you to the point where I can take your wallet out your back pocket and choose a card. I don't hear no when it comes to IML.
Yeah.
Because I educate first. When you educate first, people feel obligated. When you educate first, people feel obligated to whip out that debit card and get started. So I want to just thank Chris for putting this vision together. Like Julian, you already know, we put a lot of work into putting these 2 industries together. Trading with network marketing. We put in a lot of work to mix the 2. And Chris, you swooped right into our life and you changed a lot of our lives, man. So I want to just say thank you, man. I appreciate everything you do. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the leaders out there putting in for IML. Appreciate you guys. Let's work.